which is quite exciting. So this is Maxim Burtikov from RIPE NCC, and he will be sharing about RIPE NCC Certified Professional, how you can become a certified professional and get a certificate from us, RIPE NCC. Thank you. My slides are in English. Maybe for better understanding, I will speak Russian here. Also, we have a special person who is responsible for this program. Unfortunately, she is not here with us today, but she asked me to speak on her behalf. As it was mentioned before, the program is called RIPE NCC Certified Professionals. The idea is to certify your knowledge in certain areas and certain subjects, and right now I will share how to do that and how we got this idea. So we analyzed the current offer we had, the services we were providing in the field of training, education. Maybe someone here participated in our training before. Yeah, some people already have understanding what I'm speaking about. So at those trainings, people who raise their hands right now, you most probably received certificates of participation, which merely prove that you took part in our events, that you listened to us. Actually, everyone who participates in these kinds of trainings gets them. As you can see from the statistics in 2018, we had 121 trainees in 46 countries for over 2,000 participants, 2,317. So this is the total number of certificates we provided, but there are no tests involved here, there are no exams. There is a semi-joking test in the end of each course, but this does not prove any level of knowledge acquisition by the participants. We also have remote participation available, so on the website academy.web.net you can get the same test in several areas, for instance IPv6 and other areas. In this regard, it is a test for sure, but we cannot test the ID of the person. We cannot check if the person is doing it alone or like 5 persons working together. And understanding these kinds of gaps and seeing the requests from the community and the requests from employees and from employers, we understood that we had some gaps in the offer we had, offer on the market. Some of the gaps were identified by employers, and they said that they cannot be 100% sure that they have the proper skills when hiring someone. And also our educational system in our countries and in other countries where RIPE NCC is working, which are 76 countries, quite often we realize that the official educational system does not catch up with the technical developments, and the students, the graduates, lack the integrated knowledge in some of the basic topics. Also, we discovered that there is a problem of accessibility of our programs. Some people cannot come, and we have to provide distance learning to meet this requirement. So there is a single issue that cannot be solved by only providing remote access or providing other forms of taking the training either electronically or face-to-face. And what was missing was verification for us to be sure that this particular person gets those particular pieces of knowledge and can operate that knowledge successfully. So our response to that was this. This wonderful smiling lady. I truly hope that we will see some text emerging here.
Press it again. Suspense какой, а?
Yeah, so it's great that we have the lady.
Итак, да, наш ответ — это программа RIPE NCC Certified Professionals.
This is our response.
Это онлайн
RIPE
которые
NCC
мы проводим
Certified
с
Professionals.
полной верификацией и
These are online exams with a full verification of the person
экзамен.
who is taking the exam.
Очевидно, что это все проходит онлайн из того, что я сказал.
As I have said before, the exams are taken online, but the main difference here is that we are checking the ID of the person, and there is a specially trained person who is observing the exam, that's the proctor, and there is a virtual environment, so you have to make the appointment for this exam, and you can use your workstation or your home computer to take the test. You will have to download a special browser for this exam to show your ID to a real person on the other end of this communication. That person will be looking at you when you're taking the exam, making sure that no one is giving you hints. And the duration of this exam is 1 hour. Immediately after completion, you get your result. This is not the kind of mark that you could get at school, but if you give correct answers to over 70% of the questions, you are certified, and this certification is provided in the form of such a digital badge. And there are 3 of those badges available, depending on how deep is the level of knowledge you need to confirm or to boast before someone. So this is the level of expert knowledge, at a certain level of depth in this topic for you. Right now, we have this certification course only on RIPE database, but also we are developing and implementing the course in IPv6. So if you need an expert badge in your area of work in RIPE database, you need to take the expert exam, and the exams are different for simply analysts, for associates, and for the experts. The badges are stored in the cloud. It is impossible to counterfeit them, and you can also attach them to your LinkedIn profile, to your CV, to share on other social media, to show to your employer, and any user can check the verification and see who issued the badge, see the list of the skills you have, the description of the level you have. Also, as I've said, the description of the skills you got. And for 3 years, since you get this badge, it will be valid. So, of course, we live in quite an active environment, so lots of changes are happening. So if you will still need the badge in 3 years, you will have to take the exam once again. Now we are piloting this program. There are 350 people for whom piloting will be available. We are still getting applications, and you will be able to fill in the form, provide some information about yourself, to mention what's your experience with Arrive database. This is the first course we are piloting, and also by the end of this year, in November most probably, we are planning to finish this piloting and to solve all the issues with content, with everything. And we really hope that since next year we are going to make it available for everyone. So if you are interested in piloting, we still have places available, and it is free of charge right now. This is more or less the look of the page with the information on badges, the description of skills, description of your level. This is the kind of page you will be able to show to everyone. For some reason, I'm still experiencing problems with the clicker, but I've shared all the main points of this presentation. Now I'm ready for your questions. And please use the mic. Thank you for your presentation. My question: could you please share more on the areas in which you are providing this training, this qualification? Well, for now it is only RIPE database, but after we truly launch it, like next year for sure, we will also add IPv6. Okay, and one more question then. If we use this kind of certificate, will it have the description of the exact course or lectures we took? No, these are not lectures. This is an exam. This is what you will get. The page describing what kind of skills you have if you got this badge. So this will be accessible through the website of your company. This will be a separate website for verification of badges. So if you have the data of a certain badge, you will be able to check who issued the badge, who got it, and what other skills are included. What regions are expected to use the certificates most frequently? Well, we suppose that the RIPE region, the 76 countries we are operating it, But the main countries,
Как я и говорю, Drive NCC
well,
обслуживает 76
difficult to predict. We are
Средняя Азия, Ближний
serving 76 countries in Europe, Central Asia, Middle East. So you expect equal distribution in every country. It's difficult to predict right now.
Сейчас Алекс Семеняка ответит на ваш
So
вопрос.
Alex Semeniak is going to give an answer to your question. Well, in part at least. It's difficult to predict anything concerning the use of the course on databases, but as for IPv6, we can hope that wherever we have a higher penetration of IPv6 in Western Europe, for instance, this course will be in demand more than here, for instance. Tomorrow I will be providing more statistics on the countries which are neighboring Ukraine, like Poland and Hungary. There we can expect a higher use of this test. Like, for instance, if you take another country like Uzbekistan, which does not use IPv6 for now, we cannot expect the popularity of such a course. Yeah, but still, this course or this training that we provided in IPv6 in Uzbekistan, it had enough participants. So for us, it's not
Давайте
that
активнее
important
забрасывать Максим
which
вопросами.
country are you from.
Давайте сперва
Other
вы
questions?
попробуйте.
Yes, please. I've got a question concerning real use cases, concerning real databases, RIPE database. Has anyone requested a certificate? Yes, for sure. I began from that. We are introducing this program as a response to what people requested. We are not some kind of extraordinary people who can invent things on our own. We analyzed the needs of the market, and the RIPE database is one of our programs. It's maybe a bit lighter course than IPv6 because there the training is longer, deeper. It's 3 days long. So for this pilot, we selected just a RIPE database. Maybe in this regard, not that many people need to be experts in RIPE database, but for all the LARs, which are, we have thousands of them in our region, and some people need to be eligible to work with RIPE database properly. So there needs to be some preliminary training and knowledge, and this will greatly simplify the lives of our LARs, because even some simple tasks concerning database processing can entail negative consequences if you are not prepared enough. One more question from Max. Yeah, that's quite a relevant question, I believe. The question about transfers of addresses. Do you plan to have any kinds of trainings on transfers, or even maybe a certification, just like a certification of brokers on your website? Good question, Max. I'm not saying that we are planning this right now. I for sure can say that we have heard your request. The girls who are responsible for this program are watching this. We also have representatives of this department who speak Ukrainian and with whom you could discuss this. And yeah, I believe this is indeed in demand. Other questions, dear friends? Nope.
Ну тогда спасибо Максу.
Then
Нет,
thank you, Max.
еще вопрос. Еще два вопроса. Подождите, вот тут вопрос
Two
будет,
more
потом вы.
questions.
Хорошо?
Okay, we will start
Хотел
with this one.
узнать, Николай Нетасист.
I'm Nikolai
Хотел
from
уточнить,
NetAssist.
вы
I
говорили,
would like
изначально будет
to
бесплатная сертификация,
learn about this
дальнейшая цена.
free certification and what is the price of certification in the future.
Переполучение бюджета делать,
So,
допустим, для мемберов
why
платную сертификацию.
would you make a paid certification for members?
Не решен этот
Well,
вопрос, который
this
будет
is still
решен,
under discussion. We
потом.
need to
На
solve
текущий
that.
момент я не могу сказать ни да, ни нет.
The board needs to take this decision. For now, I cannot say yes or no, and you
На
can
текущий момент это решение
you
не
can
принято.
track
Но в любом
the
случае,
decisions
то,
of
что
the
мы
board.
точно знаем
The decision
понимаем,
is
что,
not made
пилотный
yet,
проект
but for
будет
sure the pilot is free of charge for
Представители
everyone.
борда вас тут
And
слушают.
the representatives of the board also are listening to you here. And could you please share about these kinds of requests? What is the most complicated information one can find, like concerning particular users or the equipment that the user has, or where the signals are transferred? And so if you have this database and you can send some queries to it, right?
информация,
In this database, we
соответственно,
indeed have
работа с базой
information,
данных,
and
она
the
вам
work
необходима
with
как
this
юзабилити,
database is necessary if you are LIR, if you are a RIPE NCC member. So, yeah, I'm sort of a member.
Это как вопрос, вы женаты, можно так сказать.
So if we asked you if you were married, you would also say, yeah, I'm probably married. But if you learn more about RIPE database, you will get a more informed opinion on this. No, we are not providing any information on the equipment that the user has. So please use our website to learn more about RIPE database. But no, I'm not speaking about tracking people. I'm just asking about usability.
Я рекомендую вам зайти и посмотреть,
So
что такое.
please use our website.
Представьтесь.
Please introduce yourself. I'm Roman Kovakovic City. So if I, for instance, fail at the exam, is any chance to take it once more, and what are the limitations? Yeah, I believe you can take the exam once more. For now, I don't know about any limitations you might get. You can try once more. So, is there any maximum number? Like, for instance, three failures and that's it? I see that you are quite a confident young man. So, I believe there are no limitations. We have not thought about that before, like how many times you could get this exam. I think there are no limitations. It's not like you're taking an exam in the university where you're a student and you can stop being a student. So here you will always get one more chance. And if you are enjoying the process, you can continue it infinitely. I'm Sergey Mesaedov, a member of RIPE NCC. I heard that there is a potential opportunity of paying for this training. Yeah, now, I would like to provide feedback. It's indeed a surprising development for me if RIPE NCC is going to be to become a kind of an educational organization rather than just a register, and I hope that the board will hear me about that. I understood your feedback, but for those who clap your hands, those who share this opinion, could you share the reason behind that? I will try to do that. That's my vision of RIPE NCC activity. First of all, it's a register. I did not think about you know, any courses being provided, especially for money. That's a bit surprising to me. Maybe we'll hear the opinion of other members at the general meeting. Yeah, indeed. I am repeating once again that we have asked the opinion of members in 2016 as a part of the survey we had, and there we got this response that yes, we want RIPE NCC to do this. So our activity is always following the opinion of our members. So yes, we asked this question. Yes, we got the positive feedback. As for the financial model, we are considering it for now. I think that Piotr has heard you, who is here in this room, and also our colleagues from Amsterdam, but the decision is not taken yet. So that's just feedback. Thank you. And also, we have a lady finally. I'm Olga Vasilievich from Hosting Ukraine. Where is the link to participate in the pilot? I missed it. Here is the link. So it is hidden somewhere. I've just opened the website you have, and I followed every link, but I couldn't find it. Yes. That's correct, because that's a pilot, and we do our best to provide this link more privately than just on our website. These slides will be available. So the slides are already online. You can click the link, you can fill in the form, and we will be waiting for you. And the last question, Telecom. So why have you selected online exams instead of offlines? For instance, the identification of a person, well, of course, I understood that you are doing this. Yes, there is the chance that someone will be helping that, and also there is a probability of a dump of this information if the same computer was used before for this exam. Yeah, we had this point here, which is a lack of access. And although we had our training available in 46 countries last year, we should understand that not everyone can take part in such an exam. Not every person can travel. But yeah, in every major city, just as Cisco certification, there are such locations available. So the prices of Cisco exams can range between $200 and $400. But the question is about how serious this exam can be. So if it were an offline exam, then the chance of confirming the person, the chance of preventing a dump of information is much higher, and the certificate has a higher chance to confirm that they truly have this knowledge. Yeah, and this is why we are introducing the proctor, the real person who is watching you taking the exam. But they cannot check if another person is not pressing the buttons in the neighboring room. As I have mentioned before, they download a different browser, which is and is it available for all the systems? Mac, Windows, Linux? I'm not sure about Linux, but Windows and Mac for sure. Linux is quite popular in our community, by the way. Okay, again, thank you for your feedback. Maybe we already have it, but still. And what about the screenshots from the entire screen?
Слышали, опять же,
Okay, thank you for
вопрос
this
до конца
feedback
не
as
решен,
well.
каким образом
We
будет
have not solved
процесс
this
проходить. Всё еще
issue
идет
to
пилот. Лично, на
100%
мой взгляд,
yet. We are still piloting.
удаленное
It
тестирование,
seems to
более
me
современное и так далее.
remote
Но
testing
вопрос
is a
понять,
more
вопрос,
modern
мы тут
thing,
вчера
more
обсуждали
suitable
с
for
моими
many
коллегами,
people.
которые занимаются этой программой.
Yes, we
Они мне
understood your
говорили, что да,
question.
есть
We
несколько человек,
discussed
которые
this
поднимали
with
вопрос
some
о
people
том, чтобы проводить
yesterday.
тестирование не удаленно, а проводить это
There
тестирование
were
в
ideas to
физически.
have some physical
Вот вы
location
еще
for
добавили
this
это
exam.
как
You are adding to this idea. Yeah, there is a well-developed mechanism of well-developed network of locations. You could either join or make something similar.
Спасибо. Давайте
you.
поаплодируем же Максиму
Let's give a round
Буртикову из
of
RIPE NCC,
applause
а
to Maxim
также всем
Burtikov
нашим
from RIPE
товарищам,
NCC
задающим
and
вопросы.
to all
Спасибо,
the
Максим.
friends who are asking
Продолжаем
questions. Thank you.
аплодисментами.
Thank you,